Hi, it's me, Cool Dude Clem, and I'm here with another tape recorder experiment. Now I have the my old Petro Scott recorder, reel to reel, and I was doing an experiment on it the other day to see how well it would amplify a microphone from the tape head input, and it worked surprisingly well. And I'm now going to show you how good it actually works. Anyway, first let's just have a bit of a closer look at this setup. We have on the left the reel-to-reel, which will be used mostly in this video, and over on the right we have a cassette deck, which I have just restored. I've got that working again. Some of the cams inside had seized up because it hadn't been used for years, but that's working now. And there's the speakers that are connected to it. Anyway, that will be used later on in this thing. I'll just show you the amplifier now. As you can see, it uses valves, which a lot of you American viewers know as tubes. I've had to temporarily disconnect the motor because it doesn't like running upside down, and it seizes up, so I don't want it to overheat. Here you can see a couple of capacitors which I've tested, and they work. It's easier to solder them back onto this side of the board. I've also replaced a couple of filter capacitors in the power supply. Just turn the light out and see if we can see the valves glowing a little better. There's one of them. This camera can't even see the other one. Okay, there you can see the valves glowing. I'm going to use my other camera here because my high def camera does not like low light. Does not work well in low light conditions. But I mean, I can barely pick up the glow of these valves, but this camera seems to be able to see it with no problem. There's one, and there's the other one. Just see if it picks up any better on the infrared night shot. I'll just get that off the screen. There we go. So you can see what they look like to a goldfish, as they see infrared. Anyway, let's move on. I'm now going to connect the microphone up to the focus. I'm now going to connect the microphone up to the wires here and show you just how well it works. Okay, it's connected now. If we follow the wire along, you can see that it is connected to the head, which the amplifier is also connected to. So any sound that this picks up will go through the wire and into the head and also into the amplifier, and this will amplify the sound from the microphone. So let's test that right now. The microphone is still connected to the amplifier, so I'm going to turn the volume up and let's hear how it sounds. Okay, test. My voice is coming out through the speaker on the reel-to-reel because it is connected to the amplifier via the head connection, and it does make me sound rather loud right now. So I'm all set to do a recording now. I'm going to be making a recording onto the cassette deck using this as the microphone preamp. So I'll just put this into record. That's now ready to record. tape recording. Okay, this is Clement Seggers recording himself on the Iowa stereo cassette deck AD 410, and I'm using the Petroscott model number unknown valve reel-to-reel tape recorder to do the microphone preamp work, because this cassette deck does not have a mic level in. Let's see how this came out. Now I'll just rewind that. I mean, the high frequency response of this amplifier is phenomenal, and you'll hear that right now. Okay, this is Clement Seggers recording himself on the Iowa stereo cassette deck AD 410, and I'm using the Petroscott model number unknown valve reel-to-reel tape recorder to do the microphone preamp work, because this cassette deck does not have a mic level in. Let's see how this came out. And there we go. Now, what am I going to do now? Drum roll, please. Direct hookup. Okay, now you can hear the direct connection. I have the computer connected up to the speaker output on this old reel-to-reel, and as before, I'm using the head connections on the amplifier to amplify this little dynamic microphone insert. And I'm recording this simultaneously on the camera, and when I edit this I'm going to use the sound that the computer recorded from this. But anyway, well, speaking of editing, it's time to get this edited now, so until next time, goodbye, and I hope the computer recorded this time.